Today, following on from my last MK video, I have a very cool little kit, which is this. So this is a carbine kit from Otar Airsoft here in the UK. Resin printed for the most part with a 3D printed stock tube, or at least on the version I've got. And it's basically just a teeny little kit that bolts onto your existing MK. I think it works with all the clones, the SSX23 and the Mk23 by TM. And it's a great little kit. I've had it a while. I had one very early prototype, and then I got sent this one, which I did some testing on, gave the guy some feedback, and I think there's actually some revisions that have been made, so this might be slightly different to what he's selling now. But it basically consists of a front end, a rear end, and the stock tube, and I think you get the option of having a 3D printed stock with it. I've just gone ahead and put a AEG, I think it's an AEG, MOE style stock. It's got the cutouts on top for TDC, so if you're using Hadron, which I do, there's nothing stopping you from being able to access that. The rail's good, everything that I've chucked on it is fit on it, no problem at all. Same for the under rail. Very easy to assemble, and the price, I won't say the price because I don't know if the price is going to be going up because of material costs, etc. But it's cheap. It's certainly one of the cheaper MK kits out there, and it is solid. And I believe, I don't know if you can see, I painted it, but you might be able to see my logo there. Otar logos there. I think he offers custom logos for it. So if you do get one, you might be able to get your logo, team emblem, things like that put on it. But it is a cracking little kit, and I really, really like it. And even though it's resin printed, the mix of resin that he's got on it is brilliant. Like, it is solid. I mean, I've dropped it a couple of times and it's been sort of thrown about a little bit of skirmishes, and I've seen no issues with it. Nothing's come loose. Nothing's got bent, chipped or damaged. So from that point of view, I generally really like it. And now what I'll do is I'll head over to the bench when I tidy it, and I'll show you how easy it is to install, because it's literally 4 main screws and then a fifth larger screw for the trigger guard. And that's it, and it all bolts together. So let's go head to the bench, and yeah, I'll show you how easy it is, guys. Right, so everything you need is here. So you've got the front of the kit, rear of the kit, stock of your choice, the MK, 4 small screws, 1 large screw. And you need a small Allen key and a large Allen key. So firstly, make sure you've got nothing on this. If you've painted it, that's fine. But if you've got any tape, that might interfere with how it fits. So first step is slide the front end on. Take the bigger screw, get that in there, tighten that up into the trigger guard. Again, you don't need to wrench these down, just enough for it to grab, like so. Take your rear section, pop that on. Take one of your screws, slide it in, make sure it's lined up, and go ahead and tighten that. I like to do them opposites, just so I can make sure everything gets lined up when I put it together. Obviously you want to try and get everything flush and central, and the rail to line up. I just do it up a reasonable amount, and then take the opposite corner. So we did this one, so we're going to do the bottom on the other side. Same thing again. A really long screwdriver helps with this rather than trying to use an Allen key, by the way. As I found out, you can see that biting together. So just make sure it's lined up. Back to the other side and do the other one. And then the final one. Again, throughout the process, just make sure the edges line up all right. And then once you've got this last one in, what you're going to want to do is just go around and just snug everything down. Again, you don't have to wrench it down, just enough so that it has a decent amount of bite to it. And there you go. That is the kit installed, and it is solid. And then obviously chuck whatever scratch you want on. I've only got this one to hand. And as you can see, I've got the Hadron parts in there. No problem accessing that. And obviously you've got the full length rail on the top, the sides, and and underside. And again, I've had no problems getting anything fitted to this. But that is it. It's that quick and easy. For me, I'm using this with the AirTac MP5 mag adapter on HPA, and I'll put a little red dot on there and maybe a little RVG grip. But it's that simple. Chuck on whatever stock you want and you're good to go. A cheap, decent, well-built kit that isn't expensive, very easy to install, and is going to fit all the MKs out there. So definitely a thumbs up for me on that. And this is what we've got, and it is lovely, and it's tiny. Like, it is very, very small, very pointable. Chuck whatever optic you want on there, LPVO, red dot, EOTech, anything like that. It's solid. Like, there's no movement to it, no real rattles. Clever little design features like the cutout there for the Hadron TDC. There's a little bit of wobble to the stock, but I think that's more the cheap MOE stock that I've got than the tube. But I like it. It's very pointable. Obviously, I've camoed mine up, and this is a brand new MK in there. But it is such a small, low profile, and for the price, I genuinely think it's the best kit out there, just in terms of price and quality and availability. There are other kits out there that I've got, and I like them as well. But for me at the moment, just because of how small it is and the low profile, I really do like it. And paired with the AirTac HPA adapter that I'm going to be running, it's going to be a little beast. So shout out to Otar. They've done a very, very good job of this. Really like it. And when they do their new longer version, which I think isn't that far off, which I think is like a DMR style, so this front end might be extended, I'm going to grab one, like, definitely. I'm really happy with it. And yeah, I think you guys will be impressed, because I am. And I'm miserable. Nothing impresses me nowadays, but this did. It's just, I don't know what I like about it so much. I think it is because it's so minimalist. There's just nothing to it, and everything just fits. I didn't have to do any fettling or do anything to get it to work. I've shoved it on a few different MKs now. I've not had a single issue of any of them. And another thing that a lot of people probably haven't twigged is the way that the hammer is shrouded. That actually takes a bit of the noise out of the trigger system. So obviously you normally get that click and then clunk. That's actually well hidden in there, because obviously it's a sealed section. But that's it, guys. So if you've got any questions, leave a comment. I'll generally do my best to answer, or tag Otar. They're really good at answering questions. And whenever I've had any questions about this or any of the other products, they've been really good. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video, guys. And yeah, the next one should be the AirTac adapter, because I've got a bit of an Mk23 theme going on at the moment. So hope you've enjoyed it. As always, like, subscribe, all of that stuff. This is going to be on YouTube and Facebook. So yeah, enjoy it at your own leisure. Thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye.